major revelations just occurred today in the Jonathan Majors case. I know I've been covering this whole thing a lot, and that's because I love the MCU, and this really kind of affects the future of the MCU. So, what's going on now? What's the new information? And also, what are my thoughts on Secret Invasion? We'll just throw that in here. Real quick before I get into it, please do the subscribe button down below. It does my channel a lot of good. Now, if you don't know, Jonathan Majors was recently accused of assault, and he's been going to court and trial. And then today, there's a huge there's a huge change in the case, because now his ex-girlfriend who accused him of assault is currently, I think, or going to be under arrest for assaulting him. So I don't know if it was both people or if it was just her. This could mean that Jonathan Majors stays in the MCU, because maybe it's looking like it is, that maybe he is an innocent man. So this is good news for the MCU if that is true, because, well, the MCU's been struggling, and I kind of want to segue that into my Secret Invasion thoughts a little bit, because recently, other than Guardians and maybe Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, the people haven't really been together on the consensus of the MCU, and reports coming out about Blade and the Marvels and everything else just makes it seem like the MCU is not really going to be, the fan base isn't going to be unified maybe ever again. Maybe if we get Secret Wars or King Dynasty, and that brings people back together to all have kind of one opinion on the franchise, and that it's the best franchise of all time. But I just think that this is just, Jonathan Majors was really, really, really good in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. He was actually the best part of that movie. So it was kind of disheartening to hear this news at first when all this stuff first started to break, because it was like, no, like, you're an up-and-coming star. Like, you're in all these movies, like some Oscar-worthy movies, and then this happens. But hopefully things get resolved. Anthony Mackie recently came out too and kind of backed him up a little bit. I'm kind of glad, or I hope that this is the case for the MCU's sake, purely just because I think that he will be kind of the unifier of the MCU, because, you know, they need a big threat. They need a Thanos-level villain played by a kind of Josh Brolin level actor, maybe even better. I think Jonathan Majors has a lot of potential. And back to my thoughts on, like, Secret Invasion, right? Because, you know, I was talking about the MCU and how people aren't really together on it, and I thought Secret Invasion was going to bring people back on the Disney Plus shows. 2 episodes in so far, people don't really like it that much, mostly because it's boring and it's slow. But I actually really like this show. I actually really think the first 2 episodes were solid. I really enjoyed them, especially the second one. Now, spoilers if you haven't been spoiled already, but what they do with Maria Hill and all that stuff, I think was surprising and really shows the stakes kind of for this show. Samuel L. Jackson kind of gives a performance in here different to everything else we've seen with Nick Fury, but it also fits with Nick Fury's character and what Nick Fury would do. So far I really like the show. Now, I hope it gets better for just everyone else's sake, but as of right now, I really enjoyed this show. Even though it can be a slow burn at times, it is a lot of talking, but I really like it. And this is coming from someone who absolutely loved the first 2 seasons of Better Call Saul, which a lot of people say are kind of boring, but I really like them. And I really like Secret Invasion. So I hope, though, that the remaining 4 episodes get everyone back on to the MCU hype train. And I hope the MCU starts putting out quality content again, because that would be a great day when everyone can just be like, yep, that's great. And Guardians of the Galaxy was that. But we just need more consistency like we had before Endgame. Well, including Endgame, and then after that, everything kind of went downhill. But share your thoughts on everything I talked about in this video. Sorry I haven't posted in a couple weeks. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Please do hit the subscribe button and comment down below. What are your thoughts on this whole situation? Thank you for watching.